So basically, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thang down, flip it, and reverse it?
Yeah, that's what, wow.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
You got it.
What's that referring to?
Pancakes. Flipping pancakes.
Flipping pancakes?
Yeah.
Oh. So put my thang down, is that a spatula reference?
Wow, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm down with it.
Most definitely, that's hot.
Most definitely is hot.
Yeah,
right.
you got it, you got it.
Put the spatula down and reverse it.
On the pancake.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh. Ah. Thank you. Oh, I feel the same way. Thanks, back at you. All of you, each and every one of you. And oh, good dancers. Excellent dancers today. The gentleman that took his jacket off out here and... Good job. A lot of good dancers today. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was watching you and I didn't want to stop you from dancing. You were having fun. And also I was putting my thoughts together because as I said yesterday, I was not going to talk about the Oscars because I knew that everybody would be talking about the Oscars the day after. And homie, don't play that. I said, no. I'm not going to be like all of them. And sure enough, if you watched, everybody talked about the Oscars, all about it yesterday. And I just needed to wait a day. I like to let it breathe like a fine wine. I open the box and let it sit for a minute, and then you drink it. And but I'll tell you, here are my thoughts on the Academy Awards. I cannot get that best song tune out of my head. What? I don't know, whatever it is, I loved it, and I couldn't stop. And a few things that were different this year. I noticed that a lot of the categories, they brought all the nominees on stage, very similar to American Idol. And cruel, I thought. Jamie Foxx, you're safe. Johnny Depp, your journey ends here. A lot of people, you know, they watch for the fashion, and some of the dresses, I don't understand it anyway. I don't understand the whole dress thing. And people, it looks like they cannot breathe at all. And the women in the dresses, I don't understand how more people don't fall down. Because they're tight dresses, very, very high heels. And what the dresses now, they're tight to there, and then they shoot out like that, way, way out. And I'm sure this is in case the ankles swell. And just the way they have to walk in those dresses, because everything is tight to there, which is sexy now that I'm doing it. I actually, yeah. But can you imagine? I mean, and I'm sure that also is another thing, that maybe there are small children underneath there steadying their legs in case, because then they have the long trains that I don't understand how more people aren't stepping on them, because I know what the red carpet is like. You're just piled next to each other in a row, and then you have the trains are getting longer and longer now. The women are wearing the dresses that, so, somebody is gonna, you're on your way to Star Jones taking it, like, just. How do you, some of them are really long, and I don't know how you decide how long the train should be. I'm just imagining the fitting where someone's saying, yes, that needs to be hemmed. One more foot back. That's perfect right there. Right there. And it's more and more. I talked about this last year. This is the new fashion now. The women that wear the dresses that it's not about cleavage anymore. All this is covered, and there's no back to the dress whatsoever. It's as low as it can possibly go so that they can pose this way all the time. That's exactly how they're posing. It's not about this anymore. It's about that. It's, you know, it's very similar to a hospital gown. When you put those things on, I always thought that felt uncomfortable to just have the back completely open now, but it's sexy, apparently. Now I'm at the doctor's office. Hi, doctor. Hi. I have a sharp pain in my side. One year I'm going to go and I'm going to wear one of those things, and when people ask me what I'm wearing, I'm going to say Kaiser Permanente. Things change every year, but it's always the same. Whenever people are talking too long, they have the music to wrap up the speeches, which is, I don't think about, I think it feels rude, I guess, when you see it happening, but it's really not a bad idea to have at a party, because, you know, sometimes people are telling a story that you just wish they'd stop, and they don't get the hint, you know, because usually the hint to stop a story is as they're telling the story, you go, yeah. When there's yeahs that close together, that means wrap it up. That's what it means. But people don't get the hint, you know, and the music gets louder and louder until you can't hear them anymore. That would be great. You have a boom box and you just start playing it louder and louder. Because there are people who don't know when to wrap it up, you know. And that's why I always, I'm sure on how to end my monologues, I always want to have an ending, because you can only talk about something for so long, and then you shouldn't really go on and on and on, because if somebody is just talking too much and the music gets louder and louder, it means you either stop talking or you start dancing! It's a good show today. Vince Vaughn is on the show today. I like him. He's in a new movie called Be Cool with John Travolta, and it opens this Friday. You probably saw him in Swingers, Old School, Dodgeball, and I'll tell you, he should have gotten an Oscar for Dodgeball. Did you see him in that? He's funny. They don't nominate the right movies. Also on the show, you know her, you love her, Missy Elliott is here. Got a new reality show, The Road to Stardom with Missy Elliott. If you've been watching it, the season finale is tomorrow night. And Missy, what she does is she goes searching for the next big thing in music. And she should know, because in the rap world, if you get respect with the name Missy, you're all right. Everybody else is all tough and everything, but Missy is, and she's still. Also, this little boy, this story, if this doesn't get you, he's 10 years old, David Dingman Grover, and they didn't expect him to make it to 10 years old. They found a brain tumor, and the way he dealt with it and the way he got through this thing is amazing, and he's cancer-free, and he's 10 years old, and he's here today, and we have a big surprise for him later in the show. And cute as can be. He's a brave, brave little boy. One way you can feel like you're here, if you have a TV and you have a video camera, you can actually be on the show because we have a new segment, and it's called It's Dance With Me Week. So I've asked all the people who say they dance with me in their homes every day to send in tapes proving it, and each day this week we're going to look at one of them. This is Nicole Conley and her daughters Michaela and Fiona. They're dancing there in their home in Boulder, Colorado. Take a look. like a good workout. You can actually just... That is a good workout, though. I mean, if you're dancing with me at home and you have little toddlers, I mean, seriously, you should stop at maybe age 11, but, because that's too heavy. But I enjoyed you dancing with me. Keep them coming in, and I want to see how the rest of you are dancing with me. And, is that you, Tony? What's that? Oh, my God. You know what that is? That's Jeffrey Tambor was on the show yesterday. We invited him to live here. I bet that's him. We built a little place back there. Can someone, Brian, can you go see if he's... I bet that's Jeffrey Tambor. He's right back behind the thing. That's unreal. I mean, he knows there's a show going on. Why would he be playing music? That's not professional of him at all. That's completely wrong that he... Terrific actor who starred in such films as Swingers, Old School, and Dodgeball. His new movie, Be Cool, hits theaters this Friday. Please welcome Vince Vaughn.
Congratulations on the show. I enjoy it.
Thanks very much. It's good to see you.
I was going to do the thing with the dolls, but they're not here.
Oh.
But that seems like a fun thing to do with your kids. The juggling part seems like a good thing to do
Yeah.
with your kids.
No, those are dolls. You wouldn't do that with children.
That's true.
No. Unless you're a professional juggler, then I probably think that's okay.
Absolutely.
Not really.
How about a professional juggler?
Yeah.
I'm probably not okay to do with the dolls either.
Yeah. You probably can do just about anything. I was impressed with the dancing just now in the clip. That's good dancing.
Yeah, thank you. It's
really
good to have. Thank you very much.
So I heard you just quit smoking. Is that true?
I did. I was about to start talking about that. That's great. Thank you. Wow, that puts pressure on you, though, when they act like that. It's really like a game of Jenga for me because I know if I have one, the whole thing will come down and I'll end up smoking a couple packs again. But
how long's it been?
It's only been about 5 weeks, so maybe I only get like a golf clap because it hasn't been that long. But it's all you want to talk about because it's so on your mind that I take every conversation and I steer it towards how I quit smoking. People be like, Vince, you want to go see a movie? I'm like, that's terrific because I have quit smoking and you can't smoke in a movie theater. You just sort of find a way to talk about that. But
well, it also does. It puts pressure that you have to, once you say it out loud, then you kind of have to stick to it. And you did a cold turkey? Did you do all the patches?
I did a cold turkey because I looked at it and it's, you know, if you go cold turkey, you have the best chance of staying off it for a long period of time. And then also it just seems kind of crazy, like if you're an addict, you're addicted to cigarettes, so why not start popping pills with a depressant in it, like Zyban or something, and then have to quit that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then, like, what do you start doing? Like, mixing, like, Jack Daniels and Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
And then you got to get off that. It just seems like a slippery slope, you know?
Well, I see people that I know don't smoke in real life, and they're doing a movie, and they're smoking, even if it's herbal. I don't know how people do that.
Well, that's how I started. I never smoked until I was 24, and I didn't want to look fake in the movie, but I looked totally fake in the first movie I smoked in because I didn't want to look like, you know, if you smoke a lot, then it's kind of like it's part of your body. You're not really thinking about it. But when I smoked for the first film, I am the guy who's like, you know, like totally not attached to your body, like not comfortable with it at all. But I got addicted from doing that, and that's how I started. For the craft. Isn't that so beautiful? For the
yeah,
craft.
yeah.
I didn't want to smoke, but I love the craft.
You're so fun to watch in everything. You're
Well, that's
so
very nice
funny
of you.
and you're charming. And I told you that the first time I met you. I think you're really an amazing actor.
Well, I'm flattered coming from you, especially. Thank you.
Well, thank you. So and now this is I love because I'm drawn to very weird TV shows also. And I know you have a new favorite TV show, which I had not seen.
Did you see it now?
Today they showed me a clip of it.
What'd you think?
It's brilliant.
It's insatiable.
I'm going to get every tape of it now.
It's crazy.
It's called what? Dance 360?
It's called Dance 360.
Have you seen Dance
Have you
360?
seen the Dance 360? It's
right.
crazy.
Well, if you haven't, don't worry, because you're about to see it. We have to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to have a couple of audience members dance off, and you'll see how it goes.
In
but
the
it's
360?
basically, yeah, it's basically a dance-off within a circle. It's
Oh,
like,
it's straight up battling.
yeah,
dancing,
it's
battling.
like wrestling without hurting each other.
Yes.
And you can't leave the circle.
No, it's a magical place, the 360. What
Yeah,
happens in 360?
it really
yes.
is. All right, we have to go to commercial. We'll be right back right after this. We're back with Vince Vaughn, who stars in the new movie Be Cool. And Vince's favorite TV show is called Dance 360. I thought it was 360. It's Dance 360.
It's unclear. It's unclear which one you call it. 360, 360. I've
What do
heard
they
both
call
of it say. They go 3-6 and then O is chanted by the party people.
Oh.
And the party people is the studio audience on
Oh,
the
great.
show.
Okay, we're the party people. It's basically a dance-off where the audience decides the winner by applause. So we're going to start. Heather, you're Heather.
Yes.
And what do you do, Heather? Where are you from?
I'm from Chino Hills, and I go to school for my master's at University of Laverne.
And master's in what?
Education, to
Good
be a
for you.
teacher.
Good. In what grade?
Third.
Good for you. Tracy, and what do you do and where do you live?
I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm a salon coordinator, and I'm a mom.
Well, good for you. And how old are your babies or baby?
They're not babies, 11 and 14.
Really? Wow. And Austin's a great city. I love Austin. Great.
A lot of fun.
All right. All right. Well, here's you explain it. What? They just go? Y'all are just gonna dance
Well,
off.
here's what happens. When you
Yeah.
have the 360, one person will go out and do a little dancing. At which point, all sorts of chant, "You can help me," tag your man. That person will come back and tag the other dancer. Then they will battle head to head. We will scream head to head. They will battle head to head. When it's over with, we'll put it to a vote. The party people, the audience, will decide who the winner is. The winner isn't always the best dancer. It's also who has the most personality and puts the most fun on the dance moves. So you guys ready to get in the 360?
Yeah, and so it's tag your man when you want him to change off to the other person. We start screaming tag your man.
And then head to head when they go. You ready?
All right, who's starting?
Tracy, why don't you start off with the 360? Tag your man, tag your man, tag your man, tag your man. Head to head, 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 head to head. Very nice, very nice. Big hand for DJ Tony dropping the beats on the ones and twos. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna ask the party people, show your love for Tracy. Party people, show your love for Heather. I think it's a tie. I think they both win.
And here's what
What do
you
they
win.
get?
Wait, here's what you win. You have to understand how cool this is.
Yes.
We gave these as gifts to all the Academy Award nominees, and they called flipping out because they're so cool. They're Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. You can put them on, and it blocks all noise out, or you plug it in, and it's headphones for your stereo. They're so cool. So that's what you
All
get.
right.
Be Cool hits theaters this Friday. We'll be back with a 10-year-old medical miracle after this. Don't go away. Our next guest is a courageous 10-year-old boy who recently beat all odds by surviving the removal of a cancerous brain tumor his family was told was inoperable. Today also happens to be his birthday. From Sterling, Virginia, please give a warm welcome to David and his parents, Tiffany and Brian. Hi, David.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. Is it everything I told you it would be? It's exciting, isn't it? It's television. All right, so tell me, first of all, thanks for being here on your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
10 years old. All right, Tiffany, so David, he was sick.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden, his jaw hurt and couldn't figure it out.
Hadn't a clue. We finally took him to the emergency room. The ER doctor did a once-over, looked in his throat, and was just amazed. The tumor was so enormous, the size of a grapefruit. It actually had gone from inside the area of the head, encased into his throat. He was surprised he could even breathe, could even talk.
It was in the throat. You
in
could
the throat.
stick
You could
down.
see it. So we were admitted that night to the pediatric oncology floor, and then 2 days later, they did a biopsy, and that's when we found out that he had cancer.
And how long ago was that?
Oh my gosh. He was diagnosed May 3rd of 2003, and he
Okay.
just had the surgery on the 2nd of February.
Wow, but an amazing surgery. So, okay,
Yes.
so then he goes through chemo and
Chemo and radiation.
everything, which is not fun. No, not at all.
Not so much.
And you're
loved
just
it, David.
brave
Admit
as
it.
can be the entire time. Didn't complain, didn't cry.
Nope.
All right, so you go through that, and then you're told after it shrinks to the size of an apricot,
Yeah, around there. Yeah, some kind of fruit.
some kind of fruit. They always compare it to a fruit, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Maybe just because he's a fruitcake. Who knows?
All right.
So we were.
Don't let her get away with that. All right, so then they say after all that, it's inoperable.
Right. We were left with no hope, and that's not an answer.
No.
So I went on the internet and I typed in the type of tumor he has, which is skull-based type of tumor. I typed it in, and that's when I found the Skull-Based Institute and Dr. Shahinian. And from there, I
Who
actually...
is here, right? Is Shahinian in
In
Los
L.A.,
Angeles?
yeah.
Yes.
He's in L.A. He works out of the Cedars-Sinai Towers.
Uh-huh.
Contacted him, sent him all the paperwork, and he called me back and said, of course I can do this. Why couldn't I? And I said, well, can you do this without taking off my child's face?
Because that's what they were going to have to do, is take...
They were going to have to take David's face off like a hockey mask.
Right. You don't want that, really, if you can help
We
it.
didn't want it either. He was
Yeah.
scheduled for that, though.
He was scheduled.
And
Scheduled.
the surgeon re-looked at the papers and said, well, you know, I'm not comfortable doing this. So, and we were happy that he was not comfortable
Right.
doing that.
So sent him all the stuff. He said, of course I can do it.
But during this time, you decided to name the tumor, right?
Yes.
What did you do?
I named it Frank because I was afraid of Frankenstein when I was littler, and it helped me conquer my fears.
All right. All right, so you name it Frank because it's a monster. It's Frankenstein, and you could put a face to it, and you decided to get rid of that monster. And then you decided to print bumper stickers up to raise
Actually,
money.
That was Dad. Decided
Okay,
to print him
Brian,
up.
you decided to
Yeah, we
kill
decided,
Frank.
well, that's basically the family motto, Frank must die. We want the tumor to die.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Just so David can live.
Uh-huh.
So we create the bumper sticker, and then, of course, Tiffany put it on eBay, and that's where everything started happening with the press.
Well, here's the man you say saved your life, Dr. Shahinian. Come on out. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Come sit down.
Thank you.
All right, now how in the world, Shahinian, sorry I pronounced it wrong before. All right, now how, and no one knew about this special way? You went in through the nose, is that what you did?
That's correct.
You don't have to take the face off. You all of a sudden, how does no one else know about this?
That's what we'd like to know, because when we were looking for options, nobody knew. Our doctors didn't know about this, and we had to turn them on to it. And they're like, whoa, this sounds pretty good. Let's talk to this man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to do this for free?
Well, I have to confess, when Tiffany called me the first time, I knew nothing about bumper stickers. I knew nothing about David's plight. And then about a week later, I got a 3-page email by somebody at NBC. And after reading that email and seeing what this young man has been through and the courage that he has displayed throughout, I called Tiffany back. I said, I know you're very proud. You're a very proud woman. But if you can put your pride aside and let me do this, because this is what I do, and I'd like to offer my services, and that's how we did it.
Good for you. Good for you. And what's amazing, too, is he gave you something that do you still have it with you, what he gave you?
I do. I have, I think it was 2 or 3 days after his surgery, David gave me something very special that I carry with me, and I like to say now that it's a special pebble. It's a two-way courage pebble. So the person who gives it, I thought he was giving it to me because he displayed a lot of courage. And then he told me that he gave it to me because he thought I had a lot of courage. So it's a two-way courage pebble.
How come you're so special? How come?
I don't know.
You're pretty amazing.
Come on, give
All
Dad
right.
the credit.
We have to go to commercial. When we come back, we have a surprise for you, and I promise you, you will. When I talk about freaking, you're freak, and I'm not even kidding. This may be the biggest freak of your freak you'll ever freak out. We'll be right back with the biggest freak you'll ever see. All right, we're back, and Dr. Shahanian, is David cancer-free right now, as far as you can tell?
As far as we can tell, Frank is gone, but officially to be cancer-free, you have to have 5 years, so we're going to be following David very closely.
That's all
over the
right.
next
The
5
family
years.
still says Frank is dead.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. All right. Because you're an extraordinary young man, I don't understand what you love about this, but you do, and it's your 10th birthday, and so we have a few surprises for you. First of all, Sidestep.com, the traveler's search engine, is giving you 3 round-trip airline tickets and a 4-night hotel stay so you and your family can go to Cedar Point Amusement Park in Ohio. Cedar Point is the roller coaster capital of the world. They have 16 roller coasters, including the top Thrill Dragster, which is the tallest and fastest in the world. Sidestep.com is also giving you... They're also giving you 3 sets of round-trip airfare so you can come visit for the next, to see Dr. Shahanian, because you made a promise that you have to come visit him every year. So you're going to do that. And also, who's your favorite band?
Kiss.
Really? Look.
We've got some surprises for you.
David.
Here's a guitar.
Look at this, David.
Look at this. Here's a guitar signed by the whole band. It's an official Silvertone Kiss guitar. Just for you.
All right. And there's a birthday cake, but wait, I have to explain to everybody. These guys flew themselves in when they heard this story. They didn't ask for anything. They said they came from all over the place to come in for this. So
This is so important to us.
Yeah.
This is a way for us to be a part of a miracle.
yeah.
You know, people talk about we're past the age of miracles, but you know, here's proof David is a living miracle, and we can all be a part of it. And we're honored to be here with you on your birthday.
All right. Happy birthday. She's going to give you a high five. Hey, come see your cake over here. Missy Elliott's going to perform after this. We'll be right back. Do I have lipstick on me because Kiss kissed me? Our next guest is a hip-hop icon, a producer, a songwriter, a record label owner, a fashion entrepreneur, and now a reality TV star. Take a look. Please welcome back 3-time Grammy Award winner, Missy Elliott. It's your frippin' written yet. What? How do you come up with something like that? And how do you do that when you're singing it live?
Well, you know, sometimes you get a little wine, little
Yeah,
silver wine.
Little wine?
Yeah.
You don't even mean to say you're
anything.
tripping written yet. You know, you're so creative. I was listening to something like some old stuff of yours today on the way over, and you think of things that nobody would ever put in a song, ever. Great phrasing. And you look great. I mean, I'm reading the list of things. You are just, and you look great. You always are so
You too.
fashionable.
I love it. I love the
Oh, it's
suit
the
and
same old,
sneakers.
same old.
That's me.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. No, you look great. And now you have a clothing line, and it's Respect?
Respect me, yes.
I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like it.
All right.
And so, congratulations on the show. Why would you do a show like this? What made you want to do this?
The reason why I did a show like this because I wanted people to see, you know, before artists became the big TV artists. You know, you don't get a chance to get on the big tour buses with the plasma TVs. You get the raggedy TVs. Sometimes you don't get the bathrooms. And I thought that was the one type of show that was missing from off TV is to see the struggles and, you know, the roller coaster, the emotional roller coaster that artists go through. And so, you know.
Yeah, because I look at these, I tell you, I look at like MTV Cribs, and I look at the places where people live, and they have like 5 to 10 cars.
Some of those are rented, though. A lot of those are
I was going to say.
leased.
I'm like, I don't even know who this is. And they have more cars than I can't even imagine. And where they're living, are they just blowing their money, or is that they're that much money to make a deal ahead of time?
Sometimes it is, but, you know, like I said, most of the time, those are rental cars. You know, if you go back next week, those cars ain't gonna be in your yard.
They're spending like $5,000 just to let it park there.
Yes, yes.
Just to show off.
Yes, people do that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
What's the biggest? Well, first of all, let me just before I go on, because I have these sitting
God.
here. I know.
That's a blackmail picture.
Yeah. You wore it. That's a video. I know, but you did that in your video.
Oh, God.
You did that in your video.
I know. Wow.
Now, some good looks through the years. You never wear the same thing twice. And here's you with Madonna. I love that commercial, by the way, the Gap commercial with you and Madonna.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
And you with Sierra? That video with you. Are you producing Sierra? Is she?
No, I did that record. I wrote that record.
You did? Mm-hmm. 1 2 Step? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes.
I didn't know she wrote 1 2 Step. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
Good for you. It never stops. I love that video. And at the end, when you join her and you're going.
Yeah, Sierra, she's an incredible artist.
Man, she was on the show for my birthday. She's an incredible. What a dancer.
Yeah, dance all day.
Really, really good.
Never tired.
What's the biggest surprise before we go about what you're doing? You told me backstage that it's more emotional than you're invested in these people now.
The biggest surprise with the show is I didn't think it was going to be that emotional. I thought it was just going to be, you know, a regular reality show, but. I got high blood pressure so many days. I was just popping pills, like, you know, and crying. Because once you are around the kids, you grow attached to them, whether some of them you like, some of them you wake up and wish they hadn't never got on the bus, you know?
Right.
But, you know, each person have something. And so when you have to let them go, it becomes real emotional because they've given up everything just to, you know, be in this position. And so when you make them get off the bus and they have to go back home, a lot of them said, you know, they got jumped. One girl from Boston said, you know, they did not welcoming her back in Boston. So it's hard.
Ooh, that is hard. And do you think you found somebody that's going to be a star?
Yes,
Really?
I think a lot of them are stars in their own right. But I think I found one, but I still don't know who the winner is.
Really?
We won't know until the finale.
Really?
Yes.
But you have somebody you want to win.
Yeah. I don't know if UPN might be watching this.
Right.
No, I mean, I think everybody had their favorites. But it's two that I like a lot.
All right.
But I don't know who the winner gonna be.
All right. Well, we'll see. The Road to Stardom with Missy Elliott. The finale is on UPN Live. Is that right?
Yes.
On Wednesday at 9 o'clock. When we come back, Vince Vaughn is in the confessional. Don't go away. Thanks, Missy. Thanks.
I think this is private, right? Let's make sure. Wow. So this is a confessional place to make a confession. Don't really have anything that embarrassing to confess. I don't know if it's a confessional, but there's one little thing that I don't share openly with everyone, and that is that I love that Celine Dion song, the Titanic song. I saw the movie about 48 times just to hear the song. My Heart Will Go On is the name of the song, and let's hope that all of our hearts will go on is sort of my anthem with it. I don't know, don't get me wrong. I mean, the movie's a good movie, but the song is a phenomenal song. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. This is how I know you go on, near or far, wherever you are. And I do not want to attempt to sing the song because I will not insult these beautiful words with my horrific voice. In fact, one of the weird things about it is I've never actually sang the song because I love it so much. I don't want to hear it in a horrible form. But this is just a thing for Ellen. This confession, is this confession just for Ellen, guys?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
This is just for her?
That's right.
No one else is going to see this, right?
Nobody.
Okay, great. Perfect. I do love this song, Ellen, just between us. Thanks for having me. All right. Ready to go.
By the way, I forgot to tell you that everybody in the audience, Missy's giving everybody in the audience one of her hats, Respect Me. And also, the cancer clinic where David was treated, Northern Virginia Pediatric Hematology and Oncology, is in dire need of reclining chairs for their patients. So the nice folks at Lazy Boy are going to help make the patients feel at home by donating 10 brand new Lazy Boy recliners for the cancer clinic. Xbox is also donating a video game console with tons of games for the patients there, and that's going to help because it's to sit there and go through chemo and radiology. It's going to help them a lot. So I want to thank Vince Vaughn, Missy Elliott, and David and his parents, and Dr. Shahinian, and the guys from KISS for flying themselves in. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.